Konnichiwa and welcome to episode 41 of the Leadership Japan podcast. And I am your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan. And much more importantly, you are a student of leadership, highly motivated to be the best in your business field. And if you would like your own access to 102 years of accumulated wisdom of Dale Carnegie Training through our free white papers, guidebooks, reports, training videos, blogs, course information, plus, then go to japan.dalecarnegie.com. Today's topic is the vision thing. Leadership is a constant, battered by fashion. The bestsellers come and go, and their authors flame out, trying to extend the brand. We all seem to have a huge appetite for answers and want to find that edge or glint of an idea that will secure the required result. However, the antidote to all this trendy activity is often a clear dose of reality. Many years ago in Australia, I was living there, I read a comment from a visiting American management guru who made the comment, 90% of the books purchased on management sit on shelves unread. In typical Aussie skeptic mode, I thought, what a lot of rubbish. A casual scan along my bookshelves was refreshing. It was a journey of good intention with many of the books not yet read. Somehow, just having them there made me feel I was going to get smarter, a bit like one of those spinning Buddhist prayer wheels, a lot easier than actually having to read the sutras. I believed osmotic forces would somehow transfer the good bits into my brain. I'm still waiting for that to happen, by the way. At Dale Carnegie Training, we have developed a cycle of performance improvement and have nominated the knowledge trap as one of the key barriers to growth. Now, this refers to providing people with information or knowledge in the form of materials such as books or from the contents of training. It's all great stuff, but it is not sticky. It doesn't last, and even worse, it doesn't get used. Thus, we get trapped in the self-delusion about the osmotic process, thinking it will work for us even if we don't do anything about it. We all want to believe the activity of absorption, that is, say, reading, is equal to actually absorbing the learning, doing. So spin that knowledge wheel and pray for the best is our last sort of resort here. Now, we usually only manage to get new ideas or information into our short-term memory, and unfortunately, it soon disappears. The really critical issue becomes behavior change, how to translate the knowledge into action that produces results. The knowledge trap has to be bridged through activities to get the knowledge out of its academic constructs, I know it, and into practical usage, I use it. Unless you actually do something with it, the information only stays in your head briefly and never gets into your body. This is where long-term memory is created because you are influencing behavior. In sport, this is called neuron grooving, the repetition of the same action until you can do it without thought, like a free throw in basketball, and can keep reproducing the best outcome time after time. So if fashion isn't going to do it for us, given we don't even read most of what fashion has to say anyway, what are some basics we can revisit? Getting the right people on the right bus and into the right seats is a favourite, if fashionable quote. However, what comes next is even more critical, getting them all moving in the same direction. As the leader, how do we get people to push or pull in the same way? Articulating why we need to move at all is a good starting point. Reality check. Do you do this now? Explaining what we are moving towards also helps. How about this? Do you do this? How we should be moving could work wonders for teamwork. We call most of this the vision thing. There was a big boom in consultants working company leaders over on vision creation to the point it has become a cliche and is almost a parody of the original intention. After all that time and money spent, you would think the whole vision thing was a done deal, but surprisingly it isn't. What is the vision thing anyway? Nothing complicated really, just a view on what success might look like, so we can recognise it and strive more effectively to attain it. Yet, when you read vision statements posted on firms' walls or on their websites, it's often penned by the president. They're usually too long and they're usually quite forgettable. Try asking employees if they can repeat the vision. This is always a good party trick. You are in little danger of staff being able to pull that one off. How about if we come down to your shop and try it with your team and ask them? Can't be that hard, can it? The idea makes sense. Unite people around a desired outcome by articulating what you want to happen. Why not make it brief and to the point so that everyone, including the newest and most junior person, can not only rattle it off at will, but can actually explain what it is about? How about getting the red-hot neuron grooving process firing by having people repeat the vision from memory? Japan loves a chore, morning assembly, to start the day. And these typical gatherings make a great platform to review why we're all here in the first place and what we are trying to achieve. Have each work group start the day by asking one person to repeat the vision, and then have that person talk briefly about what it means to them, and then rotate it throughout the group day by day. You can cover a lot of other stuff for the day in the chore, the morning meeting, but that vision thing provides some serious glue. By the way, this takes about 2 minutes, costs nothing, unites the point for everyone, and is fashion-proof. Let's take another look at the idea and give it a go. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan podcast. Remember, to access your Dale Carnegie training free white papers, guidebooks, training videos, blogs, course information, plus much more, then go to japan.dalecarnegie.com.